Hello and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. How are we doing, guys? Right, we are going to look for a new job today. We have decided we want to be around the Berlin, Nuremberg, Prague kind of region for our garage. But obviously, in order to do that, we need to now get pretty much up to all of them places. And there is no new jobs than there was yesterday. None at all. That does not bode well. Oh, I want to look on. I know some of these jobs we can't do, but I just want to look. I think it's these DLC ones. I think if we did something like that, for example, we'd get away with it. But no, I don't think we're going to be able to. By the look of it, there is nothing going back into Germany. Nothing at all going back into Germany. This is really, really painful at the moment. Knowing full well that. No, I don't. Sorry, I clicked quick job then. I don't want to do quick job. So what have we got? We've got them. Wow, 900 miles. That would be fantastic to do, but we are not in a position to do that. So yeah, we have the money to buy a garage. We can still buy a garage. We could fast travel to, say, Berlin. We've already unlocked it. We haven't unlocked Prague, and we haven't unlocked the Nuremberg section, so we can't get one over there. But there are, you know, we could get it in Berlin, for example. Could fast travel up there, go from there. But I don't want to. I kind of want to get there naturally, but there is nothing going in that direction where we're heading today. That's near Prague for 10,000. I'd take a really bad paying job just to get to one of them places, but there is literally nothing. We could maybe do that job and do a second job. That's possible. Do Salzburg. But I think we might be better off going to Italy. What we got here? 440 mile. Milan might be better, actually. Milan might be better. It's not as heavy. It does technically pay more per mile. If we go price per distance, the Milan job is actually the best paying job. I'll tell you what then, guys. We'll do 388 miles and we'll go to Milan. I know it's still not the direction we want, but there might be a nice variety of jobs from Milan. So, yeah, we'll go back into Italy today and we'll get on our way to Milan. I think I've already slept. This is where I find out I've not slept. I haven't slept. No, we were going to sleep on the way now, weren't we? Because, yeah, that was right, yeah. I'm just a little bit confused, guys. I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little bit tired this morning. Me and the drag lady, we finally watched The Last of Us. We watched the last 2 episodes last night. Now, personally, I have never ever played the game. I've got no interest in the game. I think zombie games are just a bit boring. But when it comes to a TV show, zombie stuff's good to watch. But yeah, we really enjoyed it. Now we just have to wait for the next part to come out.
Turn left.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it.
Get ready to turn right.
I don't know if you could tell then, guys, but I started to yawn right at the end of that sentence.
Turn right.
Do you know what it is? I've closed my windows this morning. I closed my curtains this morning because I record from my living room, and I've got a big ass window that's south facing. And basically, when night time on the game comes, I wouldn't see anything. Hence why I've done that. But now I've closed it. It's come real dark in my living room while I record this. It's making me very sleepy. All I'm going to say is by the time I come to sleep on this game, I might actually be falling asleep in real life. Yeah, guys, massive shout out to everybody who commented on the video yesterday. I was a little bit distracted yesterday during the day. Anyone who commented on videos yesterday, yeah, I went to see my dad in the end. Even though I moaned at him constantly badgering me in yesterday's video, I did go see my dad. Yeah, to be fair, I hadn't seen him in a little while, so I had to go pick up my kid from college at dinner time. So I kind of took the time from finishing my video to going to pick her up from college. So yeah, it kind of killed two birds with one stone. And as per usual, I knew exactly what they wanted. Nothing. They just wanted a chat. But I'm like, yeah, but you know, no offense, Dad, but I get busy. Let's say I can read them like a book. I'll tell you what I've got, right? I didn't get a great night's sleep last night, but I'll tell you what I have done. I must have slept like in a real funny position or something. I normally sleep completely flat, like either one pillow or no pillow, just completely flat out. And last night I must have used two pillows at some point. I woke up this morning with an absolutely killer neck. It is not fun. It is really painful. It is really uncomfortable. I can't look left to save my life. Yeah, do you know something? I'm just old age. I am just falling to bits. I'm 38 and I'm falling to bits. I know there might be someone who's a little bit older than that might comment and be like, whoa, 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 Matt, you can't be saying that kind of shit. Yeah, me personally, 38. Yeah, I'm falling to bits. I am literally falling to bits. Right, let's have a look. Milan. Oh, do you know, that's the worst thing. There's some... No, I want the money. We need to have a little bit of extra money in the bank. Oh, it's right there. Well, that's going to be a little bit awkward to get out of here. Come on. Find reverse. Find reverse. Lovely.
Time to hit the road.
Is it? Is it really time to hit the road? There's a nice little screenshot. Right, so we're going to just wang our way on our left. And now we're going to swing all the way to the right. There we go. We can make that corner with ease. Now we've got 388 miles. So I'd like to say this isn't going to be a silly long episode. Yesterday's was way too long, to be honest with you guys. It was... Whoa, I'm up wrong side of the road. I'm up wrong side of the road. I'm up wrong side of the road. No, no, I didn't... That... No. Oh my god, we are 8 minutes in and we've driven through a red light. I didn't technically drive through a red light though. You for real, mate? You for real getting that close to me? Little bit harsh and uncalled for. Yeah, to try and clear space so I wasn't on the wrong side of the road, I ended up driving through a red light. And driving through that red light gave me a £315 red light ticket. So that is absolutely gutting. Absolutely gutting. Right, what I'm going to do here, guys, is we are going to get some fuel. I just want to have a look at the job to see what we are doing. We have to be there in 22 hours. So we do have time to sleep on this job if we need to. That is the main thing. I completely never thought of doing that. We're going to go up there. We're going to pull round this way. It's just a bit easier. Let's get some fuel. I want to try and keep on top of fuel at the moment, guys, because depending on speeding tickets and parking and red light tickets and stuff, we may need the money in the bank. You know, we've got 163,000 we've got to spend. Sorry guys, I am yawning. I am feeling terrible for yawning, but like I said, the room I'm in now is like pitch black. I'd probably be better off putting a light on, but that means wasting electricity. I'm quite I'm not energy efficient, but I ain't gonna put a light on to stop yawning. That's just silly.
Keep right. And then exit.
So yeah, like I say, just we're getting there.
Exit.
I need a sugary drink. That's what it is. That'll just that'll pick me up a little bit. That'll just perk me up a little bit. To be fair, I tend to find like I can manually regulate me blood sugar, and no, I don't have like diabetes or all like that, but I do know when I'm feeling a bit, you know, I know if like a fizzy sugary drink would like perk me up, and definitely, and it'd also wake me up a little bit, give me a little bit of energy. But yeah, when I say my living room that I'm recording in now is dark, I'm talking like the curtains I've got are blackout curtains, and it's literally with the door closed, the curtains closed. It's literally the only light in the room is the monitors.
At the round.
It's
take the second exit.
It's crazy like.
Exit now. Keep left.
Did that car just hit me on the roundabout because the car was in the wrong lane? Or was I in the wrong lane? Well, normally in England, if you want to go straight on or right, you use the inside lane.
And then turn right.
So that's what I did, and apparently I've now had trailer damage of 1%, so I'm going to presume he's hit me.
Right.
Right, there is a policeman in front of us. This is not going well, guys. This is not going well. How long to sleep? 5 hours. Okie dokie. There we go. Oh, there's been a car crash on the other side of... Wow! That police car just... Wow. Yeah, I wish there was a way to get, like, better driving AI. I don't know if that's actually the thing. If anyone plays this game or the American game and you know of a mod that basically makes the AI drivers better, like changing lanes and stuff for indicators and things like that. I don't know if it's possible. I don't think it is. But if you do know of a mod that does that, let me know. Just because I will get it. It's the same as I will get a mod that lets me sleep in a lay-by without it being a sleep trigger, because I feel like that would be more realistic. Right, 53 miles per hour. Should be good with 53 miles per hour. We just got to keep an eye on that resting time. But like you say, if we look at the little menu, we've got 21 hours 4 minutes. We've got 8 hours what would be rest, 8 hours to deliver, so 16 hours technically in total. More than enough time to get there. More than enough time to be able to find somewhere, and there is somewhere to sleep coming up, but I don't think it's on our side of the road. No, we would have to pull off to sleep there. We will sleep in the next one. Let me just double check that. 4 hours 51. Yeah, we will sleep in the next one. I don't want to pull off the motorway or the freeway, the highway, what, you know, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to pull off these roads to sleep. I do prefer the ones where you just slide into, although it is a viewpoint at the same time, but yeah, I'm not overly interested in that one. I would rather just get to our destination, and if we have to pull off at, say, the next one, for example, because we were desperate, we'd have to do that. But I'm not going to pull off to sleep for no reason. How much was this job again? 17,600. So 17,300 because we've already had a red light ticket because I was accidentally on the wrong side of the road. Where? So yeah, Milan.
Keep left.
We are going to Milan. It's amazing how quickly the mileage is dropping, actually. And it won't be the longest video today, which isn't a bad thing. We were over 50 minutes yesterday. 50 minutes was too long, to be fair. It wasn't exactly necessarily too long, but I do find that the longer the video, the less people do enjoy them ones. And I can kind of understand where you're coming from. It's just it's hard to split that kind of job into two, do you know what I mean? Like if we do like a 600-700 mile job, that would be easy to split into two. We'd just find a rough point about halfway, or a sleep trigger, and that would be our halfway point. And we are getting there, you know, with the distance that we have to travel for jobs and stuff. That is getting there. Here we go, guys. The Austrian-Italian border. So that's us leaving Austria. Any in particular reason why we're just driving like idiots? You're literally letting all the traffic through? Oh, we've had an accident in front. Really? I've got an idea, guys. Oh, would you believe it? I just do that, and then the lorry decides to move. I was going to go around in the slip lane. I was going to go around in the slip lane because I feel like that would be something you would do. If there was an accident here, you would drive through that slipway there. And there's been another accident because the AI drivers are absolutely terrible. Jesus Christ, I am getting absolutely triggered with AI drivers today. They are absolutely terrible. You wanna drive into me as well? Oh, the blue car has despawned. But you... Really? Really? I'm given a fine because you drive like an absolute douchebag? Wow. I knew he was going to do that and all, but I can't sit there and let every single car go past. We'd be sat there all bloody day. We wouldn't bloody move. What an absolute dickhead. Oh. I can't believe they just did that. Come on. Why are you pressing the brake? You aren't going quick enough to warrant pressing the brake. I'm getting triggered by traffic today. Triggered. And that little knob who crashed into me is now behind me as well. Right, we are going to have to find somewhere to sleep, guys. It's 3 hours 22. We've lost 2 hours worth of driving time in that traffic. So we need somewhere to sleep now. I know we've still got 3 hours, but it could take you an hour or two to find somewhere to sleep. We're just going to put the foot down a little bit to get around that corner. That corner was a little bit steeper than I thought it was. Steeper, sharper. Right. So we will set this cruise control to 53. We tend to get away with a good 53 miles per hour. Beautiful. Look at that. There we go. And because we're gaining that... Oh, hang on. So 46 now. Alright, let's go back over this way. Really? You literally slowed me down to cross a bridge? I'm getting triggered today by traffic and speed limits. You slowed me down to cross a bridge. Then why not just have the speed limit before and after the bridge? Right, So we are coming up to, oh yeah, I forgot we're in Italy. So we're going on a toll road because apparently the Italians love it when you pay to drive on the roads. Wow, could you have opened that any slower? I'm getting so triggered today by traffic. I'm getting so triggered by traffic and barriers and speed limits. I hope my... Wow. He was flying. I hope my being triggered is making the video especially enjoyable. I know some people do love it when I get really annoyed at the traffic. Oh, there he is. Banana car. Crashing into me and making me pay. Loser. I won't mind, but you don't even have a nice car. You drive a Mini. And it's not even a proper Mini. It's a BMW Mini. So it's not even a proper Mini. It's a fake Mini. It's a fake Mini. That's right. I said it. It's a fake Mini. We still haven't found anywhere to rest yet. This is quite concerning. 2 hour 34. This is why I said you've got to be careful with your rest points. Even though I do not take my own advice. But we need somewhere to sleep. We need somewhere to rest. We are turning right here, so we need to just be careful. This Golf in front of us is driving mega slow.
And then exit right.
I am. Oh, we got a fuel station coming up on the right hand side, guys. We are going to have to pull into it no matter what. I don't want to really leave it any longer now. There is a fuel station coming up. That is where hopefully we shall get some sleep. I am not seeing a sleep trigger in that fuel station. I just want to point that out. Yes, there is. It's hiding right behind the fuel station. That's fine. Really? You couldn't change lane? There we go. Fuel station coming up and is a rest point. Fantastic. It's hard to see the little rest point. It's right behind the icon for the fuel pump. That is why we couldn't quite see it. I do love that indicating to be able to see like that.
Okay, let's find a new route.
You find me a new route then, woman. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Right, there we go. You are getting some rest. And it's 5 AM, so that's not too bad then, guys. We've missed most of the darkness. You know, sunrise is approaching. That's not too bad. Now, we have missed a little bit on that motorway, a little bit gutting about that, but, you know, we had to rest. It was quite simple. And I do like how resting doesn't really take any amount of time. What, 5-6 seconds? Have another toll road coming up. Of course we got another toll road. We're still in Italy. Veneto. Right, we can stay in the telepass lane. We've got our little telepass in the window. Could have gone in the other telepass, to be fair. Beautiful. There we go. Right, let's get foot to the floor now, guys. Let's try and make up a little bit of time. There is nothing coming up the inside of me there that I can see. We'll pull over into the slow lane, as I call it. On 53 miles per hour. Like I said, that kind of gets us away with a little bit of speeding to get the jobs done without actually getting us any fines. That's what we found anyway. It could just be a coincidence. As you can see, we are making really, really good time. 185 miles to go. It might still be like a 40-minute episode. Like I say, I'm hoping when we get into Milan, there's a job going up Nuremberg, Berlin way, something like that. Prague, maybe. Like I said, we're kind of looking around that area. That's where we're looking. You know, and you guys gave me the, you know, the good suggestions. And like I said, if I ever don't agree with you, you know, don't ever think that I'm just dismissing your comment. Oh yeah, but, you know, I might put like a comment saying, yeah, why that might not be a good idea. I'm just trying to, you know, if someone's like, oh, for example, let's go to, say, Berlin. You know, I'll give good and bad points for it. You know, good points are, it's great to go south in Europe, it's great to go west and east, and it's great to go north into the Scandinavian regions. So Berlin's a good one. Kind of the same with Prague. Downside to some of them is we have to make sure where we buy our garage is a default location, you know, because if the game gets updated, I don't know what we're gonna do. Are we gonna? I haven't decided if I'm gonna go back to the default game until Pro Mods gets updated, or if we just downgrade the game. The issue with downgrading the game is if we downgrade the game to keep playing Pro Mods, we don't get any of that new updates. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I need to change lane here or not, so I'm gonna change lane to be just to be sure. Because that's only indicating to go right. Yeah, I could have stayed in that lane. I could have stayed in that lane, but I'm... Again, I don't know which lane it doesn't exactly say what lane I want to be in. Ideally, I could have stayed in this lane, but with the way it was acting, it wasn't really saying I could. You know what I mean? The road markings were like, this is a right-hand turn lane only. And it turns out it wasn't. It was just this game not having a clue what it was doing. Right, so we are coming through another telepass checkpoint. I pressed the brake way too hard then, as you can tell. I might as well have stopped at one of the other ones. Hi. Bye. There we go. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, I'm hoping to be joined by the Dragon Lady again at some point, guys. Dragon Lady's just been really busy. Long story short, she's recruitment coordinator for a company where we work, where she works, who's local to our area. That's like her job, like in the local area. But the guy who runs the national recruitment for the company basically got fired, and at the moment the Dragon Lady's having to cover all his old work, and basically the company are not looking at finding anyone else. They're like, oh, Dragon Lady, you can basically do it. The problem is they're not willing to pay the Dragon Lady any extra money to do 2 jobs. So she is currently also deciding, taking some time to chill, taking some time to decide if she should leave the job, because she's not getting a pay rise, but she's actually doing 3 times more work than she was. Because she used to just work, but like locally. And now, like, this work means she has to do her work nationally, and it's like, and she's not happy with it at the moment. No extra pay. Like she says, if they give her an extra 10 grand a year, company's still saving like 30 grand a year, and she gets a pay rise, she'd do it. But she's not gonna, you know, we've been chatting about it, and she doesn't want to do the job and all the extra work for the same pay, and I don't blame her. So at the moment, she's kind of ignoring head office at work. They're like, oh, can you do this? And she's just like, no, I'm busy. you know, and not doing any of it. She's making a point at the moment. It is in a contract that she works in the local, you know, she does recruitment for the local area and, you know, surrounding towns, not nationally. So yeah, she is. She's been quite stubborn at work, and I don't blame her. And then, but the only downside is she is doing a little extra just to. She's basically doing a little extra just to make it look like she is kind of helping out a little bit, but she's not. And she's making that little extra work last longer so that it's like, you know, to try and force them to get someone else to do the job as well. But the downside is when she comes home, she's like mentally exhausted, and then her snoring's keeping me up all night, and yeah, you know, it's just like one thing after another at the moment. But yeah, she is gonna join us again at some point. It would be better, personally. Give me 1 second. Alright, I felt a yawn coming. Yeah, it would be better if I started making these videos the day before, because we could maybe get the Dragon Lady in more of them. Like, she can't be in today's video because I'm recording now at like 8:53 AM. And the Dragon Lady doesn't finish work till 5, but then the video goes live at 7. Do you know what I mean? The only way I could get the Dragon Lady in during the weekdays is if... But then obviously by the time she comes home from work, she's had a bit of a chill out. You know, we then... Yeah, alright, yeah. Because I'm too busy talking about the Dragon Lady. Then obviously, you know, by the time we do the kids' teas and that, and you've got to think we've got 2 autistic kids. They all eat something different. Some days we literally eat 5 different things. So cooking 5 different meals at the same time, because you've also got that argument with like the autistic kids is if you don't give them what they want, they're not going to eat it. And it's not a case of them being, oh yeah, but they're spoiled. And no, it's like, they're wired differently. You know what I mean? You can't get them to do anything they don't want to do. And if they don't want to eat something, they won't eat it. And my youngest will literally starve rather than eating something he doesn't want to eat. Do you know what I mean? Now, David will know exactly where I'm coming from with this in the comments, because I think, you know, that's how me and David kind of connect with having like the home life kind of similar. And it's nice to be able to say things like this, and that, you know, someone at least in the comments is like, I completely understand what you mean. And like I say, you know, I've got 3 kids, but because 2 of them are autistic and one of them's got severe learning disabilities as well, it's like you've got 365 kids times 2, because most of the time you never get the same kid twice. The personalities are just so like, whoa. It's like, yeah, it's insane. It keeps you on your toes, put it that way. Keeps you busy. But my youngest is off school today. He is poorly today. He's currently still in bed. He is feeling under the weather. He said he had a bit of bellyache. He looked as white as a sheet. He looked like a ghost. But when you went near him, you could hear his belly like, bleh, 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 you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not going to send him to school to go and have to pick him up in an hour, do you know what I mean? When he's probably thrown up all over the school. So I was like, no, you can have today off, mate. We'll see how it is. He's still in bed asleep. He's getting some rest. But it's fine because he doesn't like Thursdays. Thursdays is music and art. He can't draw, and he doesn't like music because he doesn't like loud things because of his autism. But his music teacher doesn't understand that he doesn't like loud noises, and then they give him a, you know, like stupid instruments, or they play really loud instruments next to him, and then he has a meltdown. And then the thing is, the music teacher then has to deal with it because he's having a meltdown, and it's like, well, we told you. And we've spoken to the school several times, and we've tried to get like the school to drop music for him because it's more of a trigger than him learning. It's not that he doesn't unlike music. He likes to listen to music and stuff, but when he can control the volume. But if you give someone, say, a musical instrument and they play it right in his ear, you're making that rod for your own back, basically. And art, he doesn't like art because his teacher doesn't like him. because his teacher doesn't like him because he can't draw and he doesn't really process what she's trying to teach him. But because of his autism, because he's not interested in drawing, he doesn't want to do it, which means he struggles to, you know what I mean? He's not a sponge. I know it sounds like it's excuses and that, but I tell you, anyone who's ever raised an autistic kid, you will understand and you will feel where I'm coming from. You'll be like, nope, completely get that. But to the art teacher who thinks, apparently the art teacher thinks autism and special needs kids is just a case of being unsocial and needing extra socializing. And I'm like, you need to just walk away from me. This was like the parents' evening. I was like, you need to walk away from me because I am going to go absolutely nuts. You know what I mean? Because it's not. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Growing up, I knew a couple of kids with special needs and things. You know, I took special needs classes sometimes because of my severe dyslexia and things. That's why you'll find my comments don't make much sense sometimes. It might be like a million words in a comment and it'll be like one giant sentence. Yeah, because it's just, I don't process it very well myself. Come on, car, you need to bloody move. I need to change lane. Thank you. Milano. There we go, guys. 12 miles. We kind of had a little bit of a chit-chat on the way.
Then exit right.
We're going to go into Milan. I will sleep in Milan, guys. We will try and get Milan out of the way and
Right.
a new rest point. But be warned that it will be a nighttime trip in the next episode.
Get ready to turn right.
I don't feel it's a bad thing, to be honest, because we've had a lot of day driving.
Right.
Oh, we're not near the town either. So we need to go into the Milan town. So once we drop this off, I will go and park in Milan. We'll go to the repair garage. It's clearly a dealership at the same time, and we'll get both things at the same time. I want to be in this lane. I'm gonna have to use the mouse to look. Can't really warrant putting the indicator on for that one. But yeah, to be fair, this is still taking us about 40 minutes to decide what job we're doing and then go and do that job. And it wasn't the biggest job to do in the world to begin with. Oh, every traffic light's going to be on red now, innit? We are turning right in a minute. That's why we're in this right-hand lane. Come on, traffic light. I've got to get into Milan afterwards. I kind of want to get the engine upgrade on this MAN truck, but I feel like it would be a waste of money. There's nothing wrong with this truck as it is. This truck is doing its job. Alright, we might get more power. It might be a little bit better pulling away on the acceleration. But it's not the end of the world. Don't forget as well, guys, we can also put a 6-speed gearbox in this truck. So, depending on what we do, I can't put the 6-speed gearbox in until we bought the garage. That's the only problem. Although then again, I could put it in, and we like I said, we're trying to work our way towards
Exit now.
the places we want to be.
Turn left.
So I suppose we could put this gearbox back in. It's not the end of the world.
Turn right.
Yeah, we'll lose a little bit of money, but
Your destination.
we've got at least another job to do first.
Now finish.
I'm also devastated, guys, that the Formula One's been cancelled this weekend. Obviously, I completely understand why the Formula One has been cancelled this weekend. Bloody Imola's underwater, basically, and I feel sorry for all the people who's lost their homes and things like that, and all the possessions and things like that, and I am absolutely gutted for him. You know, I couldn't think of anything worse than having that happen. And then, you know, and I was watching TikToks this morning, and there's a woman literally shoulder deep in water, carrying a baby over her head, trying to get to safety, and it's like, wow. Obviously, rescuers saw her walking and went and swam to her and that one, you know, until a boat got to her and things like that. And yeah, just just absolutely crazy to see it, to be honest. And there we go. As you can see, almost level 16, guys. So I am just going to take a little detour drive into Milan. We are kind of at our limit. I tell you what, I am going to drive to the garage, guys. I'm going to unlock the dealership. I'll do it just off recording. I am going to purchase the 6-speed gearbox for the retarder. The 6-speed retarder gearbox. If it is, I think it's definitely available, because that's what we saw at the end of yesterday's episode. So I'm going to do that. I'll leave us at the garage. It should also be a sleep point. If not, I will find a sleep point. I'll put us in a sleep point so that we can sleep at the beginning of the next episode. If we sleep at the beginning of the next episode, that should then give us the whole day or the whole episode to basically do a job. But I am going to leave the episode here, guys. As you can see, we are struggling with traffic. It's getting worse, so you know, it's going to take a little while to get somewhere over there. That red car's going to let me out, so that's brilliant. So massive thank you to everybody who has watched this episode. I hope you guys have made it to the end. If you have, please hit that like button on the videos. The like buttons are massively important to helping the channel grow. Same with hitting that subscribe button. You don't have to turn the notifications on if you don't want. You know our video is going to go live around about between 7 and 9 o'clock on an evening. All depends on how quickly it gets processed. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.